Hey, Michelle Spark back again. So I am coming here today to give you another free training to show you guys how to prompt like a pro. So AI is starting to sweep the internet. We're all starting to see a lot more AI generated content, AI generated captions, AI generated emails, and so on. AI is becoming the new thing, all right? But I can tell you this, it's not a fad. It's here to stay. AI is here to stay. If you're tuning in, give me a hashtag replay if you're watching the replay and put your footprint here. Let us know you were here. Let us know you were watching. So, hello. My name is Michelle, otherwise known as the Lady Wealth Warrior, and I am here to help you learn how to prompt like a pro. I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of people out there that are trying to make bigger and better models, but I think because ChatGPT was one of the first ones that came out like that with, using the AI, and they are improving ChatGPT every single day. So I think that's just where people gravitate to. It's kind of like the first funnel builder that you learn how to build a funnel on. It becomes your favorite. It becomes the best of the best, right? ChatGPT, I think, is winning in that. Let's get better results from ChatGPT in minutes. I'm telling you guys, when you learn how to prompt ChatGPT properly, you will get some phenomenal results. And I am learning so much, like between the different models, there's like 4.0 and then 3.0, like what do they even do, right? But we can transform your AI interactions from mediocre to magnificent. And this guide is going to equip you with actionable strategies to craft prompts that deliver exactly what you need, saving you time, frustration, and wasted opportunities. Because how many of you have gotten some responses back from ChatGPT and you're like, well, that's okay. It could be better, right? The truth about AI prompts, and I promise you, this is where a lot of people get it wrong, is most people approach ChatGPT with vague, unfocused requests, then wonder why they get generic, unhelpful responses, right? They treat AI like a mind reader instead of a powerful tool that needs specific instructions. Now, today, I'm going to tell you some things that you're going to be like, what? I thought you told me the other thing before. You're going to see. When you say, write me a good Instagram caption, you're essentially asking for mediocrity, okay? The AI has no idea what good means to you or your audience, right? So write me a really good Instagram. No, it needs a little bit more than that. And that's where a lot of us get it wrong, okay? It doesn't understand good. So the 3-part prompt formula, write this down, take a screenshot, whatever you need to do, all right, is you got to give ChatGPT a role. Who is ChatGPT acting as? This establishes the expertise and the perspective. So expert copywriter with 15 plus years experience, award-winning social media strategist, like that's very descriptive. Customer psychology specialist, depending upon what type of niche you're in. Let's say you're in the health and wellness, right? Fitness arena. Like you could act as a health fitness specialist. Okay? The more specific the role, the more tailored the response. Then we've got part number 2, which is the context. What's the situation, audience, or background information? The target demographics details, the brand voice and tone guidelines. So professional, funny, sassy, sarcastic, like give it a voice, give it a tone. Industry specific considerations, like you're a health specialist that specializes in women in menopause, okay? Be specific. And then the competitive landscape, all right? So part number 3 is the outcome. What specific result do you want to achieve? So like the format requirements, the length, the structure. So if you say, build me a course on how to get fit over 50, right? It's going to need a little bit more than that. So like 5 modules, 2 lessons per module, things like that. Call to action goals. Like what is your actual goal with what it is that you're trying to do? Create me a good Instagram caption. What's the goal of that caption? To add a CTA to bring people to my free webinar, to bring people to my free challenge, whatever your goal is for that the outcome. Okay. What do you want your audience to do? Emotional response that you want to trigger. We talked about buyer psychology, and we talked a lot about emotional responses and emotional triggers that get people captivated and get them to buy. So if you're not digging into buyer psychology, you need to dig into some buyer psychology. And then what are the next steps for your audience? All right. So this structure transforms vague requests into clear directions that produce exceptional results. So weak versus a strong prompt. So we're gonna compare the two, right? Write me a good Instagram caption for my new product. The results are in generic, forgettable copy that could apply to virtually any product in any industry. But here's a strong prompt. As a conversion-focused copywriter, how specific is that? Conversion-focused copywriter who specializes in beauty products. Write 3 Instagram captions, 60 to 80 characters each, for my new vitamin C serum launching to millennial women concerned about early aging. Include subtle urgency and end with a question to boost engagement. Match Glossier's friendly conversational tone. That's the other thing too. You could say match Oprah's tone, match Robin Williams' tone. You see what I'm saying? You can put a famous a well-known person in there so it knows, right? And again, you can't, somebody in like our world or your world may not be quite well known. So make sure that like if you Googled them, they showed up on Google, right? And then the results are in. You get a tailored, compelling captions that are specific to your product, audience, and goals. So take a screenshot of this, guys, because that prompt right there is fire. And you can literally put your information in there. So as a conversion-focused copywriter, I'll put it for me, who specializes in selling digital products, write 3 Instagram captions, 60 to 80 characters each, for my new AIU workshop launching to women over 50 concerned about getting on camera to create content, right? Include subtle urgency and end with a question to boost engagement. Like this is a perfect prompt that you could literally copy 100 times over for any product that you're doing. All right, so high impact use cases, all right? So content captions. This is where a lot of people get it wrong because again, they go to the write me a good caption, but they don't give it very good specifics so it knows what good means, right? But you can transform standard social posts into engagement magnets by specifying emotional triggers, character counts, and precise calls to action tailored to each platform's unique algorithm preferences. So what works on Instagram may not work on TikTok and may not work on Pinterest and so on. So you want to make sure that you're specific with your prompt, okay? Then you've got email copy, you've got product outlines, and you've got sales page sections. So crafting these particular prompts properly will get you some really fantastic or magnificent results for your output. So here are some plug and play prompts. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this. They definitely work. Instagram carousel prompt. Act as a social media strategist who specializes in creating viral carousel posts. Create an 8, 9, 10 slide post carousel outline on topic for audience. Outline on selling digital products on Pinterest for women over 50. Carousel outline on creating AI avatars or your AI twin for women over 50 that don't want to get on camera, okay? Each slide should be under 40 words. Start with a hook that stops scrolling. See how specific that is? That's the definition of good, right? That start with a hook that stops scrolling. That's the definition of a good hook, a good prompt, right? But they didn't say good. Start with a good hook, right? Include 1 actionable tip per slide and end with a call to save or share. Format of slide 1, content slide 2, content, etc. So you see, it's even giving the format of that carousel. Okay. Now here's an email one. I like this one. As an email marketing specialist with 10 plus years, 15 plus years, 20 plus years of experience in making money online, create a 5 email nurture sequence for my AIU workshop. Target audience is women over 50 that are afraid to get on camera to promote their products. Each email should be include subject line options, use the problem, agitate, solve framework, and build anticipation for the next email. Now, my thing is I've learned about buyer psychology, so I'm not quite using the problem, agitate, solve framework anymore. I'm kind of using different frameworks, which you guys will learn more about, okay? So if you use these very specific prompts, you're going to get a completely different output. Okay. And then look at the lead magnet one. You are a digital product creator who specializes in high converting lead magnets. Create a detailed outline for a 5-page PDF on getting leads on Instagram, getting leads on TikTok. You see what I mean? For women over 50. For PDF guide on creating your AI twin using insert software for women over 50 that don't want to get on camera. Include an irresistible title, 3 to 5 sections with bullet points for each, 2 to 3 action steps per section, and a compelling CTA that leads to my AIU workshop. You see how that works? You can put anything in these prompts. So when I say take a screenshot, go ahead and take a screenshot and use these prompts, guys. These are gold right here. You're going to see. So here are some advanced prompt techniques. All right. Chain of thought prompting. Ask ChatGPT to think step by step or explain your reasoning to get more logical, thorough responses for complex requests. All right. Here's an example. Think step by step to create a marketing funnel for a course launch, explaining the strategy behind each touch point. Okay. Persona switching. Have ChatGPT evaluate its own work from different perspectives to improve your outputs. Nobody would have thought of this. Nobody would have thought about ChatGPT reviewing its own output, right? Now, so you can say, now review this email as if you're the skeptical customer and identify the 3 weakest points in the argument. Like, tell me that's not like, huh? You're literally asking ChatGPT to review its own work from the skeptical customer, I can't think of another word because that could fit with health and fitness. It could fit with making money online. It could fit with pretty much any niche, right? Then you have your temperature adjustment. Include instructions for creativity level needed for your specific task. And then the iterative refinement. Use follow-up prompts to continuously improve initial outputs. A lot of times when we put something in a ChatGPT, we look at it and tell me if this is you. Give me a me in the comments, okay? Tell me if this is you. You look at the output and you go, oh, that sounds amazing. I couldn't have said it any better myself. Yes, let's go with that. It's perfect. How many of you have done that? Not once, not one time have I ever gone back and been like, hey, this is good, but make it more conversational. Add more you language and shorten sentences by 30%. Like, what? Like, how awesome is that, right? Just asking it to so don't always, and I'm just saying always, don't always take the first output because I promise you it can be so much better. All right. But for the temperature adjustment, be highly creative and unexpected with these headline options. Avoid common phrases and cliches in the wellness industry. So if you're in the wellness industry, this would be perfect. Be highly creative and unexpected with these headline options, right? And avoid any cliches so that it doesn't sound like everyone else, right? So we're going to level up your AI partnership today because I've got a handout. Y'all know I come with gifts. You guys know that, right? So I'm going to show you what I got here. I've got your Prompt Like a Pro workbook. I've got this. I've got plug and play ChatGPT prompts for you guys. And one of the things that I wanted to show you really quick inside of ChatGPT, if you were not on my training last week, this is the first step in ChatGPT. If you haven't done this yet, you must do this first. It is going to 10x your output already right from jump. Without doing any of the extra stuff that we just mentioned in the training here, it's going to 10x your results. So what you're going to do is down here in the bottom right, you're going to click on your profile. You're going to go to Customize GPT. You see it there in the bottom left? Customize GPT. You guys might have it in the top right. They moved it again, I guess, because it was up in the top right the last training. Now it's in the bottom left. Customize GPT. And this is what's going to pop open. What should GPT call you? What do you do? So this is your I help statement. This is your tagline, your marketing message, right? What traits should ChatGPT have? Now, I've got a pretty lengthy one here, right? This is pretty lengthy. What traits should ChatGPT have? You can add them here, straight shooting, encouraging, right? You can add anyone that you want. And then anything else ChatGPT should know about you. And I've got a whole list here. So what I did is I put it here inside of your workbook, right? So this is the setup for success. example custom instruction. And this is the like page 2, the same instruction. So all of this page and this page is all in one. This is all inside of what trait should ChatGPT have. That's these ones, right? So that's what's in here. My ChatGPT should be friendly, approachable, clear, and empowering, okay? Then I have the anything else instructions, and that's what goes in here. Anything else ChatGPT should know about you, I have that all here, all right? Now this, check this out, okay? What I added to this one from last week was this. Never use em dashes in any response. Use commas, colons, or semicolons instead. What's happening is this right here. You see this? Where is it at? Where did it just go? You see this? This is an em dash. This is an em dash. Okay. ChatGPT. It's not ChatGPT didn't write this. I wrote this. But that's what an em dash is. And when ChatGPT puts their output, the em dash is all over the place, okay? So in your anything else instructions, I would go ahead and add never use em dashes in any response, okay? Then this is the thing I told you that you're going to be like, what do you mean, Michelle? You always told me to be polite to my ChatGPT. So you always told me to say please. You always told me to say thank you. Yeah, we're going to stop doing that, okay? Stop asking and start commanding, okay? This is not your friend. This is not your bestie. This is a machine. Okay. It doesn't understand please. It doesn't understand thank you. It doesn't understand I love you so much. It doesn't understand. Okay. But when you say, could you, would you, can you, this allows ChatGPT to actually give you the answer no. Like, could you do this? No, I can't. Can you do this? No, I can't do that. Okay. You don't want to allow ChatGPT to say no to you. So stop asking and start commanding. I want you to, okay? Stop with a can you give me? No, give me, okay? You need to with a command. Give me, do this. It's just a machine, okay? I want to say, please give me. Right, we all do because that's what we were taught as kids, right? That's what we were taught as children, like to be polite, always say please, always say thank you, right? But that's not what we're doing here. We don't have a relationship with this person. I have named mine. Her name is Jasmine. So I'm just going to say, Jasmine, give me, So, but you got to remember that. So when you start actually commanding it, you may see a difference in responses as well. So I do have some done for you prompts to save time. These ones are different from last week. So the ones that were in there last week, these are totally different. So if you have the workbook from last week, these are different. So I've got, you see here, you are a bold and supportive digital business coach, okay? And obviously you put yours, who helps women over 50 start making money online with digital products, okay? Act as a digital coach for women over 50. Act as an email expert copywriter and write a 3-part email welcome sequence for someone who just downloaded my free checklist called. Insert your own stuff here, okay? You are a digital content strategist. Act as an expert sales copywriter and write a copy for a 1-page funnel promoting a 27 digital product called, okay? Then you've got your real scripts. You've got your repurpose prompt. Look at this. Repurpose this Instagram caption into 1, an email, 2, a Facebook post, and 3 short bullet point reel. Add bold CTAs, adjust the tone for each platform while keeping it personal and empowering. Okay. So I don't have an act as a, right? But I'm commanding. Repurpose this Instagram caption. Mini course, you are an online course strategist. Facebook group engagement, act as an expert social media strategist and write 5 engaging Facebook group posts, ideas for a group of women, right? Canva lead magnet title prompt, okay? You are a conversion-focused marketing copywriter who specializes in crafting compelling lead magnet titles and subtitles for digital entrepreneurs over 50. The audience is, each title should be, format is out like this. Like you just give it more of what you want. Be specific, be descriptive, okay? Your quick win freebie prompt. I did leave this bonus here. So the 3-part formula, role, context, and outcome. And then I've got some extra prompts here. These are some extra ones that have gotten me some really cool results, okay? So I've got prompt 1 as a social media strategist, help me make Instagram content that attracts my ideal client, customers for my business, and here's your target audience, right? So this one here, act as an Instagram content strategist, TikTok content strategist, Pinterest content strategist, Facebook, put in whatever fits, right? Whatever platform you're on. My business helps. Who do they help and how do you help them? Take this reel hook. I wasn't going to share this, but so if you've got another hook that you know is proven to work, put that hook in there. Write a detailed 60-second reel script for your business and audience that ends with a CTA to drop the keyword, whatever your keyword is. I also want 10 reel ideas that help me drive traffic to your offer, your webinar, etc. That I will be conducting weekly to sell what's your core offer. Each idea should include a suggested format, hook, and CTA. See how descriptive that is? Kelly says, I love all of this, Michelle. I'm so glad, because I promise you, when you start learning how to prompt ChatGPT, the results are seriously next level, okay? Now, here's an extra one. And when I find these extra things, I love to share them with you guys. So I'm like, ooh, let me put this in the workbook. So this one here is based, check this out, and I'm going to show you mine. Based on everything you know about me, what's the easiest way for me to make $1 million? I want to do it in the next 12 months. Map it out for me month by month, leave no details out. All right. Now, the thing is, you have to change your model to ChatGPT 3. Okay. So I'm going to show you, mine. Let me see if I can pull it up. $1 Million Plan. Here's my $1 Million Plan. Now you see here, I've got the ChatGPT 03. Now, if you look at the differences between these, the 4.0 is great for most tasks, and that's where most people should be using it, right? 03, this is what uses advanced reasoning. So it's going to do all the reasoning behind your $1 Million Plan, okay? 04 Mini is fastest at advanced reasoning, and the 04 Mini High is great at coding and visual reasoning, which I'm never going to use that. I'm just going to tell you right now, okay? So 03 is the model that I use. If you're on the free plan, you won't be able to see all those models, so don't sweat it, or just upgrade. It's $20, and ChatGPT is going to be your best friend for the rest of your life. I swear to God. All right, so look at this. My 12-month $1 million roadmap for Lady Warrior. That's you, Michelle, all right? We're not adding 17 new side hustles. We're scaling what you already do brilliantly. Digital products, coaching, and community. There's the M dashes. Like I think that was in there before I put the instruction in there. Using simple funnels, AI leverage, and fearless promotion. Messy action beats perfect planning every time. So let's move. Yes, Candace, this is totally gold. What'd you say, Lori? I can use all the help. Yes, Lori, love this, Michelle. Thank you so much. You're most welcome. Please elaborate on when we use 3. Do you use 4? Yeah, so Scott, I use 4 most times. So again, ChatGPT 4.0 is great for most tasks. If you want some advanced reasoning, like the reasons behind building that $1 million like revenue, and if you need some advanced reasoning on anything, go over to 03. All right, if you want it to do a lot of philosophical reasoning type stuff versus just a simple task, if that makes sense. All right. If you wanted to give you some more reasonings behind your $1 million plan. All right. So look at this. Month 1, $1 million blueprint and list reignite. So you set your revenue stack. So that's first thing. This first month, this is what I'm working on. But look at this. Low ticket tripwires, 27 to 47 pint-sized courses. Y'all know I got those. The goal is 6,000 buyers this year. That's $200,000. Okay. My mid-ticket programs, that's my digital coaching club, and again, it's content to cash flow. It's one of the ideas that I had for a pint-sized course, right? Content to cash flow and evergreen AI content studio, 2,000 buyers at $594,000. Now I got my high ticket offers. You guys know I got my digital builders bootcamp 9 weeks at 5,000. Okay. $5,000, 2 cohorts, 60 seats. 600K. Okay. Elite Inner Circle Mastermind, 12-month mastermind at $15,000, 15 seats, 225. So literally my brain is like, this is amazing. So I know how to get to $1 million in the next 12 months. Like I start putting all of this stuff together, right? My membership DCC, $47 a month, which I have changed the price of that. So total potential, 1.8 million, which gives wiggle room for 50 to 60% actual. Okay. We don't want to just go to $1 million. We want to go to 1.8 so that it's giving me that fit. Like I'm not going to get 100%. Like if I want 6,000 buyers, it gives me I got 3,000 buyers instead of 6,000 this year. Not bad, right? And then it goes through the whole audit and automate, audience wake up, team and tech, revenue target 40K. That's month one. That's just month one. All right. So you got to try this prompt. I went through this and I was just, my mind was just like, shut the front door. Okay. So there you go. There's that one. I get you another one. Viral content strategist specializing in Instagram Reels. Your goal is to generate 100 unique, highly engaging, and trend aligned Instagram Reels that are tailored to my niche target audience. Each idea should be, you see what I mean? A very specific prompt. All right. And then I have here, I've got my digital coaching club. So if you want to dive deeper and you want to learn how to build and grow, and you're not already in my digital coaching club, like what is even the point, right? We actually provide community, we provide support, mentorship, and it's the best place to be so you don't feel like you're doing this alone. You're not on this journey all by yourself. So you got to come join me inside the DCC. We are a pretty amazing bunch, but I go live every single Monday with some coaching and some additional information. I go deeper into some of these strategies where we actually get things done. They're workshops, okay? So you got to come join. Monday's another call every single Monday, and I have some additional stuff in the back office, and I've got some additional courses to help you, get to that next level that you're trying to get to. I hope that was helpful. I hope you learned something today. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.